Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Very good. Why? Guru, 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 Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji. I realized I promised someone that Thursday would be the one where I can answer their question. Do you guys have any questions? You can start with your questions first. Do you guys want to ask any question? This is the right time. Otherwise, somebody asked me an interesting question and we can try to answer that question. If you guys have any question, raise your hand. Otherwise, we can go ahead and start talking about that question. All right. If not, then let me start. So the question was very typical questions I've started getting now, which everybody asks and everybody have to answer that. But it is a very important question, and we have talked about this question a little bit in the past. But I think obviously when the new Sangat comes, when people start listening to the new things, that I was looking into the channel, there are 147 videos now. So every other day somebody watches something, and right, they have questions, right? So the question is about Amrit, right? Is Amrit chakna jaruri or not? Very typical. Where is the Amrit, right? Is it inside? Is it outside? Where is the Amrit? Because the question was that when we go to Darbar Sahib, Amritsar also, it is called Amritsar, Amrit Sarovar. And mostly the Sarovar in Darbar Sahib, Amritsar is regarded as Amrit Sarovar. So people had a lot of confusions about it, right? Whether the Amrit is inside, it is outside, whether the Sarovar Amrit is Amrit or not, because we talk about the Tirths also, right? So let's talk about it, right? Everything in this world which we do has an impact. जो भी ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਔਰ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ, whatever the impact is happening, it is sukhm, it is subtle. Most of these things, the things which happens around us is subtle. Can anybody see COVID? कोई COVID ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ? ਹਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਮਾਈਕਰੋਸਕੋਪ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ and all that stuff, but normal eye, can anybody see it? nahi, right? So similarly, good things or bad things, everything has some vibes or an aura. जी सारा कुछ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬੜੀ ਵਾਰੀ डिस्कस ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, but once more, everything we do has some aura, has some impact. You go to bars, discotheques or clubs and pubs and whatnot, you will find a different vibes there. When you go to Gurdwara, masjid, temple, church, you will have different vibes out. So that is the reason it is very important to understand the Sukhm Khed. Vaheguru Ji, can we see Vaheguru Ji with the naked eye? No, we cannot, right? With the Kirpa of Vaheguru Ji, maybe with the naked eye, we can see his jyot, right? Outside also and inside also. Similarly, what is Amrit? Maharaj says, Amrit naam nidan hai, mil pivo pai. Naam hi Amrit hai. Through the Naam, you get Amrit also. Naam has a lot of forms. Akhri Naam, through words. Why? Guru, why? Guru. That is the first form. The second form is the Shabad, which we hear, the Anhat Shabad, right? Naunid Amrit Prabh ka naam dehi mein iska bishram. Maharaj ne kiya ki taki dehi de vich hai naam Amrit. It is inside your body. And when you listen to the Shabad, what happens? You will start hearing some voice, sound, different types of sounds. We have discussed about it, Sahaj, Dhun, Anat, Shabad, right? Once you start listening to the Sahaj Dhun, your move will start getting mittha. Your jeeb, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜੀਭ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਿੱਠੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ. ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼, form of ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼. It's all ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ, right? ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, why the food of mind is ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ. Why don't we taste it? We don't taste it because Amrit is being looted by the ਪੰਜ ਚੋਰ, 5 thieves. ਪੰਜ ਚੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੁੱਟੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ. ਇਸ ਦੇਹੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਪੰਜ ਚੋਰ ਵਸੈ, ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਮੋਹ ਹੰਕਾਰਾ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਲੁੱਟੈ ਮਨ ਮੁਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੂਝੈ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਸੁਣੇ ਪੁਕਾਰਾ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਲੁੱਟੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, and nobody is listening. Who is nobody? Our mind is not listening. The mind is not tasting. Why Guruji from the Dasam Dwar is giving us Amrit, but these 5 thieves are looting. How they are looting? They are giving us thoughts. Ik to baad duja, tija, chautha, tensions, anxieties, stress, right? All different kind of lust, greed, anger, all different. That's a game. Now it's up to us whether we want to lose the game or we want to win the game. How can we win the game? Winning the game is by doing ardas, benti, by doing prayer whenever we are in problem. That vad to vad simran ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰੀਏ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ. Now the question was, and a lot of people will ask the trick question also on that, but this was not a trick question because I know the person who asked me, right? And he was not tricking me out. He was like, is Amrit Chakna from outside is important? It depends whom you ask. I know only one thing. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, from Guru Nanak Dev Ji till Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, the Amrit was there. Some people get confused. Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to give Charan Paul. What is Charan? Charan is feet. Now it is Khanditi Paul, right? What is the difference? No difference at all. I'm telling you right now, no difference. Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Gurbani, anything which refers to Charan is Naam. This is the process when the Naam was given to you. Now people say, oh no, they give Gurmantar. Gurmantar is also Akhri Naam. I'm not saying that. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, Akhri Naam, Akhri Sala, Akhri Gyan, Geet Gunga. So, Vaheguru Gurmantar and the technique of Japna of Vaheguru Gurmantar is given by Panch these days. Before, it was directly by Guru Sahib or there were Manji system which was developed by Guru Amar Das Sache Pasha, where and in that Manji system, the Amrit was enshrined by the BBA also. There were few BBAs who were part of that Manji system. So, then the Naam was mentioned. Now the process is different. The process Guru Gobind Singh Ji made was basically a Saravlo Bata, iron butter, and then the patasa, which is nothing but the cakes of sugar, they are put in the water with the khanda, the Saravlo khanda. The Saravlo khanda is rotated in that Saravlo butter, and the Bani is recited. The 5 Banis are recited. Right? Remember, I started with saying vibrations really, really matter. So, and with the drishti, and the drishti of the Panch Pyara is in the butter, right? In the water. and that water becomes Amrit. It was water before it became Amrit because of the drishti, because of the Gurbani, because of the vibrations. Otherwise, it was simply a water. Similarly, let me connect those two things. Similarly, there is a lake, there is a pond or a lake, whatever you want to say. It's called Hansli. It's in Amritsar, Sahib. That Hansli is, nobody can just go and take a water from Hansli, but it is still a water. But the water from Hansli goes to Darbar Sahib Amritsar Sarovar. It is only used for that. And then when it reaches Darbar Sahib Amritsar, it becomes Amrit. How? Because the vibrations of the Kirtan is going on. Right? And it becomes a Amrit because of the Kirtan and all the Bani which is being recited out there. The vibrations of the people who come there, they come with a positive mindset. They are there with the faith, right? All that makes it Amrit. If you will drink a water from Hansli, it is a just simple water, but it turns into Amrit Sarovar because of the vibrations of the Gurbani, right? So all depends. Now, people who have lived in India, or maybe even here also, in the villages, or even in the cities also, there is, in Punjab, the water is now, when I left, it was 80, 90 feet below the ground, right? So you have to actually, to get water from the earth, from the ground, you have to actually dig for 280, 90 feet. 80, 90 फुट ਉਹ ਥੱਲੇ ਮੋਰੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਹੋਰ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ the water you can use it for the irrigation tube well ਵਾਸਤੇ. Now how they take the water out? What is the process? They did the bore for 80, 90 feet below the ground. Now how the water is going to come out? They have to put the water from the top. People who know this, who are from village background, they know that for the tube well and for the irrigation, this is a common process everywhere in the world. You have to initiate it. ਉਹਨੂੰ initiate ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ, ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਮੋਟਰ ਕੱਢਦੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ, ਉਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ. Without that, the water will not come out. So that was the process which was created by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, that now there will be no physical Guru. The Guru will be, as in the human Guru, but Guru Sahib will be in the form of Gurbani Guru, Tanchiri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And if somebody has to be initiated in Sikhi, they have to come to Panch Pyare, take a Naam, right? And get an Amrit, right? And the Amrit is given to him, like the Amrit which is prepared in the Patta. All the Abilakis, all the people who wants to get initiated in Sikhi, they drink that Amrit. That Amrit is also put in the eyes. The Amrit is also put on the head. But they have to drink it, all of them. It's the same thing, because the Amrit is inside. It's just like a kind of irrigation going on, so that Amrit comes out. Now I will give you a story. It's a real story, happened to me personally. Happened to, someone whom I know. देखो, नाम जप के महाराज कृपा करनगे ही करन, no doubt about it. ठीक है? If somebody has a doubt, आपके कोई नाम जपन तो बगैर कृपा नहीं हो सकती, महाराज कर दे कृपा. We cannot challenge Maharaj, right? But in Sikhi, the process is there. It is at I think 2013 ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ, 2013, 2014. I normally don't discuss about the personal things, but let me discuss this. Maybe you'll get an inspiration. I don't have any other example. This example of my wife. Some of you know my wife, right? In 2013, she went to Vancouver and she had gone through a surgery. She had to get an Amrit again. Why? Because the Kesa di Bedbi, the Roma di Bedbi happens. So in Sikhi, it says that if you have cut the hair or the roams of your body, you have to reinitiate it. It is part of the Bajjar Kure. So she had to reinitiate it, but I didn't have to. So I was waiting for her outside, and she came out, and again she had to take the Amrit because she went to the surgery. And she came out, and she was like, and and the batta taste, batte ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਵਾਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਬਾਟੇ ਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, it has a very peculiar taste. And they make it because there's a metal, cerebral metal, right? It's basically pure iron, and in the iron they have a water, and which is mixed with potasse, which is a sugar. The taste is very amazing. So it's just cerebral makes it very amazing, and obviously the drishti of Panj Pyare is there. Panj Pyare ਨੂੰ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ ਕੇ vibrations are good, right? So ਸੂਖਮ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਬੜਾ ਵਧੀਆ taste ਵੀ ਬਣਦਾ. And when she came out and she was like, oh, I'm still tasting the Amrit. I was like, yeah, you just came out. That's why you are tasting the Amrit. And then we came back from Vancouver, and in the Amrit Vela, when we used to do Amrit Vela together, she was like, oh, that taste of Amrit is not going away. This is 2013. And I thought that she is joking or she's making things up. I was like, what do you mean by that? The taste is, she said, I still have that cerebral taste, metallic taste, and the mitha taste on my tongue. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And it continued. And then every time she used to do Simran, she used to get the same taste. She continued for quite some time. And I thought that she was lying. कि ऐ झूठ बोलदी पई है, कितना हो सकता है? 15-20 दिन हो गए तैनूं अजे तक तेरा टेस्ट ही नहीं गया मूंह च. And I didn't had a soji at that point of time. The kirpa didn't happen at that point of time of the Amrit Ras. Right? मैं मन्नी नहीं गल, है ना? I didn't believed in that. It's 8 years back, right? In 2014 or 15, somewhere around that time, I don't remember the exact date, that kirpa happened to me. And when the taste came, the taste was exactly the same of Sarablo Bhatta and the Amrit. I was in my tears. I was doubting my wife that Amrit Ras, there's nothing called Amrit Ras. So bottom line is, Guru Gobind Singh Ji created the same taste which is inside, outside also. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਵਿਲਾਖੀ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਛਕੇਗਾ with the vibrations, that's why it is called Amrit. Normal water is not Amrit. It becomes Amrit with the drishti of Panj Pyare, with the vibration of Gurbani. It's not just normal ritual, right? It has the concept. Everything in Sikhi which we see is just not a ritual. It has a meaning. Maybe we don't know the meaning of it, right? ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਬਣਵਾਏ ਆ ਨਾ, ਕੇਸਗੜ੍ਹ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਹਨਾ, ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਣਾਇਆ? From Akal Takht Sahib to Harmandir Sahib, there are exactly 84 steps. Dashni Deodi ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ. And Harmandir Sahib is a map of the Samdwar. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼, there is a Guru Granth Sahib Ji's ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼, there is a lamp out there on the left. And people think, oh, this is something Brahmanvad and all, because people have no concept of anything, and the hate is there and they think everything like that. And then there is Amrita Chula at the back. That is the same design of inside. ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵੀ ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈ. ਆਪਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, 4 doors are there. What does that mean? You can meet Vaheguru from left, from right, from straight up, and north, south, east, west. All 4 directions you can meet Vaheguru. And then the Amrit Chula is at the back. When you will reach there, you will actually, inside when you will reach there, you will actually taste the Amrit there also. ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ Amrit ਛਿੱਟੇ ਵੀ ਪੈਣਗੇ. ਚਿਮ ਚਿਮ ਵਰਸੈ Amrit ਧਾਰਾ. ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ, this is all part, whatever is in the Sikhi is something, the process which is happening inside. We have to learn it. We have to accept it. That is the thing which is there. Now people will contradict. People say, okay, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਜੀ, when the person who just do ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣਾ and all, or ਪਾਣੀ ਪੜਦਾ and ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਛਕਿਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ. Who am I to say that those things? Guru Sahib wants, they can do kirpa on a kidi also, or an elephant also, and also. And we are human beings. Human beings, ਭਾਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਦੇ ਹੋਰੀਆ, ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਿਲਨ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਬਰੀਆ. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਹੀ ਐਸੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲ ਜੇ. ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ. But if you want to call yourself a son or a daughter of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, then you have to abide with what Guru Gobind Singh Ji made. But can you do the Naam Jap without that? Absolutely. How can you stop anybody? Agar tusi mana bhi kar doge, let's come to this thing. You say, oh, no, that person cannot do Vaheguru. What? What is, first of all, it is all rubbish, right? Second of all, even if you will say no to that person, how do you know what the person is doing at home? If somebody has fallen in love with Vaheguru, you cannot stop that person. And who are you to stop anyway? We are no one to stop. Vaheguru Ji can do kirpa on anybody at any time, anywhere. In a few seconds, kirpa happens. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਸਕਿੰਟਾਂ ਮਿੰਟਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪੀਵੋ ਸਦਾ ਚਿਰ ਜੀਵੋ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ। All these things are from inside. Hopefully we can differentiate between these two. Don't let anybody discourage you that you have not taken Amrit and you cannot do the Naam. No, everybody can do. Hindus can do, Muslims can do, Christians, everybody can do. Doesn't matter which caste you belong to, doesn't matter who you are, everybody. ਸਾਰੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਸਕਦੇ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ, ਚੌਹਾਂ ਵਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਕਮ। Everybody, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੌਹਾਂ ਵਰਨਾਂ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ। So it's very important we understand this. ਹਾਂ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਦੀ ਪੁੱਤ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ। If we want to become a nadi put of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, right, we have to listen to the Naad, right? We have to abide to all his hukams, right? When somebody goes and take an Amrit externally, he might become an external Khalsa, but he still has to work hard to become an internal Khalsa. So it's better if you are working on becoming an internal Khalsa and then you go for external, then Sonne te Suhaga. So it's beautiful. Anybody can become Khalsa from inside. From outside, you have to follow the process which is given by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And there are many benefits for outside also, because you will be in discipline. You will not go to those places that we have discussed, pubs, discotheques, all clubs and all that stuff. ये चीज़ां तो तुसी शराब दे ठेके वगैरह ते किते नहीं जाओगे, ड्रग नहीं करोगे, कुछ नहीं करोगे, right? At least ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ। Otherwise it becomes sometimes, difficult to control yourself. So ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, we all are same, ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ negativity ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਣਾ। We all are same and all of us, we have only one goal, ਉਹ ਹੈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ। ਬਾਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ, ਹਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੈ। I know ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ who eat and drink in ਸਰਬਲੋਕ ਦੇ ਬਰਤਨ, ਉਹ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਸਰਬਲੋਚ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰਬਲੋਚ ਛਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਰਬਲੋਚ ਛਕਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਏਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਮੇਰੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੁਰਕੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ। ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਨਾ, it's all about love. That person said that when I'm meeting in the Sarablo Bhatta, what is happening is I feel like Guru Gobind Singh Ji is putting the roti in my mouth from his hands. है ना, प्यार की गल है ना। फिर then I was it's long time back I saw a video, a girl, she was wearing a dastar, बीबी ने दस्तार बनी हुई थी, and some guy asks her, why you are wearing this turban? This is meant for the, some people don't know about it, right? So they ask these questions. They say, oh, this is only meant for men. They thought that it was only meant for men. They didn't know that girls and boys all can wear the dastar, right? वो कुड़ी दा जवाब की सी, what was the answer of that girl? The girl's answer was, whenever I wear the star in the morning, I feel like Guru Gobind Singh is placing his hands on my head. It's love. जिन प्रेम कियो तिन ही प्रभ पायो। प्रेम दी गल है सारी। ਉਹਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਦਿਖਾਵੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੀਤਾ? Where are you living from inside, or it is just a show off? When something becomes just a show off, a ritual, then it has no impact. But when you do things out of love, right? Fremont Gurdwara Sahib, you will see if you get a chance to go there. In the morning, there is an Amrit Vela there from 1:30 till 4, right? And it's so beautiful vibrations in the Fremont Gurdwara Sahib. It's like Waheguru. It's so beautiful vibrations. At the moment you enter it at the Amrit Vela, it is so beautiful, right? Because the vibrations are all over of Waheguru chanting. But outside, जिथे जोड़ा कर उसे कई लोग की जोड़े झाड़ते होंगे कई बार, and they have their own love because they think that the dust of the feet of Gurmukhs, if we'll get it, it will help us a lot, and they're probably right. ठीक है? ਜਿਹੜੀ ਧੂੜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਵੀ ਹੈ, right? ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਧੂੜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਧੂੜੀ, the dust of the feet of the saints, of the Gurmukhs. So everything is a meaning. It depends how you are looking into it. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਏ ਹੋ? What furnas are going? If you are controlled by tamogun, you will say everything is wrong. I'm telling you right now, it's a putti game. When you will reach to the Chautha Pad, Sab Govind hai, Sab Govind. Sara kuch hi Govind. Everywhere the Jyot of Vaheguru is there. Every physical thing has a Jyot, not just the living things, non-living things also. Everywhere Vaheguru ji is there. That's why you say, wow, Guru, so beautiful, wonderful. Whenever I say entertainment, let's say that if I say the word entertainment, what do you get in your brain? Puneet, can you answer that? Entertainment. Okay. I don't know if he's there or not. Anybody can answer.
Movie.
What does come?
When you say entertainment?
Yeah. What comes in your head?
I think like movies.
It's okay, be honest. Be honest.
Like Tamoguni stuff, I think.
Tamoguni stuff?
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest. Anji, anybody else wants to try? Sachi.
Movies, Fuji.
Movies? Oh, okay. Anybody else wants to try? ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ entertainment ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਨਾ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆ ਗਈ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਬਾਣੀ ਆ ਗਈ, and I want to spend maximum amount of time out there. Because we want to all to be entertained, right? I'm talking in entertainment in a totally different way here, right? Because right now we cannot see Sikhi is an entertainment. It is. It becomes part of your life. Entertainment is something which you want to do all the time. You want to be entertained all the time. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਹੁਣ ਕਈ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, oh, I want to relax. What do we want to do while relaxing? I want to watch a movie. No, Amrit will not come. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋੜਾ ਬਚਨ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਪਏ ਹਾਂ, Amrit will not come. We ਕਿਸੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, sorry, I asked you guys, I was not trying to point on you guys, but it was a generic kind of a statement. We all have to introspect. ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਪਿਆ, ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ entertainment ਸੋਚਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ? What comes in my mind, right? So situational ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Sometimes these things are situational also, right? So we have to see. I know, I think we gave an example of the Gurmukh, right? So in front of me, there were two Gurmukhs, they were arguing, and the third Gurmukh was there, and he was in a pretty high avastha. I'm not going to name anybody. And it was like, wow, what are you doing? You guys do Naam Jap and you are arguing. And he said, we are arguing on the Naam Japna also. He said, wow, you are arguing on Naam Japna? He said, yeah. He said, we are discussing who can sit on the mic to do Simran. He said, I get Amrit Ras. So I should be sitting on the sim, not him. You know what the Gurmukh asked him? He said, are you getting the Amrit Ras right now? And Nishani, and he got embarrassed. And he said, I'm sorry, I got your point. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋੜਾ ਵਚਨ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਪਏ ਹੋ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਂਟਰਟੇਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਂਟਰਟੇਨਮੈਂਟ ਸਮਝ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ। You know what happens? Sometimes these movies becomes spiritual movies, and then you satisfy your mind. ਇਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਨਾ, ਲਾਈਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਡੈਡੀ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਡੈਡੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੋਣਾ, ਤਾਈਓ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਚੋਣਾ, ਤਾਈਓ ਆਪਾਂ then only we can taste the amrit, otherwise we cannot. And amrit naam nidan hai, mil pivo bhai, mil pivo bhai, coming in the sangat, it's the best way to get it. ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋੜਾ ਵਚਨ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ ਉਹ ਦੂਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। One more story and then we can do Simran. I have a friend. I'm not going to name that friend, but that friend knows that I'm talking about him. Where he used to get a medicine from India, and that medicine used to be bitter, very bitter. He used to put it on his tongue, and his whole tongue used to be cloudy, bitter. एक थोड़ी जी मेडिसिन रखता सी अपने हत्थे जीव ते सारा मुंह कौड़ा हो जाता सी जिन्हों आपां कहंदे। It was very difficult to get that medicine, to eat that medicine. But then वाहिगुरु जी did a कृपा, मालक ने कृपा करती, नाम जप जप के अमृत रस ओदे मुंह जाना शुरू हो गया। The अमृत रस started coming in. You know what happened? Then when he in the morning or in the night, whenever he used to take the medicine, he used to put the medicine on the tongue. The bitterness started going away in a second. That is the power of Amrita. So it is not just a feeling. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just a feeling. It is actually a lot of people here in this Sangat have experienced it. Right? So ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਨੀ, ਕੋੜਾ ਵਚਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਣਾ। We don't have to speak bitter. ਫਿੱਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ। The moment we will be bitter with somebody, the Amrit Ras will not come. ਇਹੀ ਗੇਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੇਮ ਹੀ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ। How do we speak with others? How do we talk with others? How is our lifestyle? ਅਸੀਂ ਝੂਠ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕੰਮ ਅਸੀਂ honestly ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ। That is the whole game. ਆਓ ਜੀ, whatever time is left, let's do Sahas Gra Simran. We have to say Wah, listen, Guru, listen. Wah ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ, Guru ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰੀਏ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ, 24 hours। ਫਿਰ ਸਾਡਾ ਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾਧੂ ਘੱਟੂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਆਓ ਜੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੀਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 Vaheguru, 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 Wa Guru Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Antargat Symphony. Mind should chant, mind should listen. बिल्कुल अंतर्गत चले जाओ. मान नहीं सुने ते मान नहीं बोले. For the newbies, newcomers, जीभ भावे अपनी हिलाई जाओ. Keep on moving your tongue, but the sound of Simran should not come out of your mouth. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੁਣੋ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੁਣੋ. Listen to it. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਪ का नाश. ਮਨ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਨ ਸੁਣੇਗਾ. ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੋ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਭਰੇ, ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ. ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ. ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ. ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ. ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ. ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ. ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ. ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ. ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ. ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ. We will meet tomorrow at 5 p.m. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ.